My name is Mino Vicenti, and I work with Link, a youth organization created in 2003, based in Puglia, in the south of Italy. And since 2003, we organize a big variety of international and European projects for youth, especially EVS, European Voluntary Service, and we act as a sending organization and a hosting organization. Beside EVS, we also organize a lot of training courses for youth workers and youth exchanges, of course, but we also work with some other European programs such as Europe for Citizens, Leonardo da Vinci. Since the very beginning of our work in Link, we think that EVS is the action with the Youth in Action first, before, until 2012, and Erasmus Plus now. We are very much convinced that EVS is the action which can really have an impact on young people. EVS can change young people's life, and it's a great opportunity for them to discover a lot of things related to new skills, new interpersonal and intercultural skills, and many other important elements in the process of growing up of a young person. We send about 50 volunteers per year, and we host in more or less the same number of volunteers, but we are very focused on short-term EVS volunteers, because we really believe that EVS can be an opportunity for so-called less opportunities young people, and we are dealing a lot with young people who are still searching for a place in the society, still searching for their role in the society. So EVS for us is let's say a big chapter of our activity. It's not the only one, but I will say it's the biggest chapter of our activity. What are the benefits for hosting? It's not easy to see these benefits immediately. When you start hosting, you have to face a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems with the local community, because they don't understand why these guys from another country they are here and what they are doing. But I think it takes time, and sooner or later you will see the benefits. You will see in the society, in the community, like acceptance of new people coming from other countries, from other cultures, different languages, and so on. And I think that it depends on the activities, of course, but in our case, we are also working as a coordinating organization. So volunteers, they are working with disabled people, with immigrants, with children in many different organizations. So benefits are everywhere, and it's very hard not to be aware of it. After 12 years working with EVS, now we have it clear that everybody in town, in the community, can recognize the benefit of these guys, these young people coming here as a volunteer. I think that sending and hosting should work very well together, because they are influencing each other. Sending people, it's easier when you host volunteers, and hosting, it's easier when you send volunteers, because you can create an environment where young people from your own country, in our case Italy, can meet other young people, and they can learn about their decision of going abroad, and so maybe they can learn that they can do the same, and they feel like more comfortable in deciding to go for EVS. Sending, it's also very important, and the benefits are also very clear to me, because most of them, of course, come back after their project in their own community, and they can give something more, depending on what you learn abroad during your EVS project. And most of the time they they ask to cooperate with us. So they become youth leaders for youth exchanges. Some of them, they become trainers, but some of them, they just go back to their daily life, but with new competencies and with a new perspective on what is Europe, what is diversity, what is intercultural learning, what is living together in Europe. So for us, sending, it's important as well, and we push very much young people to live an experience. Doesn't matter, can be EVS, can be some other international opportunities, but we also think that EVS, it's not the only opportunity for young people, but we believe that it's one of the safest, let's say, opportunity to leave your own environment and to experience new things, and to let's say, to explore the world. EVS, it's not an easy game, so especially for hosting, and especially if you work on inclusion as we do in Link. What is very important is to have a structure, to have a people who is taking care of volunteers, and it's very important that volunteers have a clear feeling that they are contributing to something for local community where they work. Because if they have the feeling they are wasting their time, of course, it's better not to do that. The other thing that I will suggest is to work very well around the role of the mentor, the role of the tutor. I mean, having a group of people who really can work with the volunteer and can facilitate the interaction with the local community and with local young people.